Hello everyone, myself Sowmya, Assistant Professor in CSE AIML Department, MLR Institute of Technology. In this video, we are going to discuss about cryptographic hash function and the different properties of hash functions. So coming to the overview of this presentation covers what is a cryptographic hash function, what are the different characteristics of hashing, different examples of this hashing values, and how to generate this hash value in the online websites. So first of all, what is a cryptographic hash function? So hash function is a function which will take the data of any size and perform an operation on it, and it returns a hash, and that is data of a fixed size. For example, I have a value hello, which is a 5 character. For this, it will generate a hash value with the 256 bits. The same way, if I write hello MLR IT, here the number of characters are more, but still it will generate a hash which is of length 256 bits only. Why? Because the data of fixed size, the output of this hash function is fixed size irrespective of the input length. So it is a function, it will take any size of data and performs internal operation on it, and it will generate the hash value, and that hash value is a fixed size data. So irrespective of the input length, the output length will be 256 bits only. And now, whether it is a single sentence or a Oxford dictionary, so whether you are giving a single sentence or the complete Oxford dictionary, but still the output will be 256 bits only. The fixed size will be fixed here for the output. And what are the different characteristics of this hashing function? So it creates an almost unique identifier. So thus hashing algorithm used in the blockchain is SHA-256, secure hashing algorithm, which generates 256 bits as a output. So now it creates an almost unique identifier. For example, if I give the value hello, and if I give the value capital H hello, and if I give the value hello followed by some exclamatory mark, so all these values are different. So for this, it will generate a unique identifier as a hash value. For this also, it will generate a unique identifier as a hash value. So even though the single character is different, the complete hash value will be different here. So it creates a unique identifier. That's why you are using this hash value to indicate the uniqueness of a block. So we know in blockchain, each block is identified using a hashing value, hash value. So that is a unique identifier for each block. And it is one directional and hence a right candidate for the encryption. So we are using this hash function for doing the encryption process, and it is a one directional. So what do you mean by one directional? A hash function can take a string or input of any length to create a fixed length data output, that we know. However, we cannot take the data output and recreate the string back. For example, we know for hello, we have some 256 bit of hash value will be generated. Now, if I give this 256 bit of data to the hash function, it will not generate this input back. So we can't find this hash code is for hello or this hash code is for hello MLR IT like that. So as it provides a unique identifier, and it also have one directional feature. That means from input to you can generate the output, but by taking the output you can't get the input back. And a minute changes gives a different hash, making it one of the most secure function. So that's what we discussed. So we are getting a value for hello, a 256 bit value. And now if I add a single character exclamatory mark after that hello, it will generate a new value again. So it's not related to the previous hash value. So a single change or a minute changes gives the different value for a hashing. And it keeps the database small. The data output is always a fixed size. So it doesn't depend on the input size. The input size may be 100 characters, 200 characters, or the complete Oxford dictionary, but it will store the data in the form of hash value only, which is of length 256 bits. So here, by using this approach, you can maintain the database, small database. Why? Because if you want to store 100 character or 1000 character of data, instead of storing the 1000 characters, you are maintaining 256 bit hash value for that. So these are all different characteristics of hash function. And coming to the examples, so we have an input called hello. For this, the hash result is this one. So this is actually 256 bit. but it will be represented in terms of 64 characters. So each again will be divided into 4 bits. Then hello followed by exclamatory mark. Only one character is different here, but the complete value is changed. So you can observe the first value and second value. There is no relation between the first and second value. But if you observe the input, yes, there is a relation. Only one character is different from first value to second value, but it's still giving the different, completely, entirely different hash result. And coming to the hello MLRIT, we have this hash value, and hello MLRIT followed by exclamatory mark, a complete different value will be given. So these are all different examples for the hash function. So now we will generate how this hash value will be generated. So to generate the hash value, we have different websites, but here we are generating 256-bit hash value, which is used by the SHA-256 algorithm, and is also used by the blockchain network. So for that purpose, I am using this link specifically. So I am just copying this link. So here you can give any value. I am giving hello. So the result is this one, 185, and followed by some other value. This is the value, the same value. So if I give the same input, again I'll get the same output. So you can observe hello followed by exclamatory mark. I'll get this 334D0 and so on. See, that is a value. So 330D01 and so on. So this is the value we are getting here for the same input. So if you give the same input for multiple times also, you will get the same hash value. So using this website, you can create a hash value for your words or inputs. So the input length may be anything. So I can type any number of characters here. See, for every character, the hash value will be changed. So a minute changes will also affect the hash value. So using this website, you can get the hash value for your input value. So that is about hashing and cryptographic hash function. So in this video, we discussed about what is a cryptographic hash function, what are the different features or characteristics of hash function, and different examples for hash function, and how we generated that examples or how we generated that hash values using an online website. So that we have seen in this video. Thank you.